Hello everyone. So this is the second assignment of ATC. The problem statement is when a user pastes a C program into a AI coding assistant called any ChatGPT Copilot, so it does not treat the code as a plain text. Instead, it breaks the program into a series of structured representation. Uh, Understand it. It process begins with the lexical analyzer. So here we enter the code. So we can choose any of the code assignment operator code. So if else code. So like choose whichever one. So this is as a if else code. So when I enter the if else code here and I press run analysis, so it is going to give first step is it is going to tokenize it. So here int main, so each and every term is written here. So int is a keyword, main is an identifier, and open braces, close braces, open braces. So these are all the punctuations. So, so each and every tokens type has been also mentioned here. So here the uh, which line it is going to belongs to. There's total 11 lines. So next, how many columns also mentioned here? So there are 16 columns. So here we can see the analysis matrix about on this program, if else program. There are total 41 tokens are there. So there is a one function and there is no loops in this because it's a if else statements. So one condition is that is if a is greater than b. So three variables are there, that is a, b, max. So statements are seven, and there are at last there is two complexities. So after this, we'll go to the AST tree. So I'll explain you what is a definition of AST tree. So it is a tree-based representation of a this, syntactic structure of a source code. Each node is a tree represent a construction in the source code, such as the expression, statement, or declaration. So it is called abstract because it does not represent every detail of the syntax. So it is going to only represent logical structure. So, so, so logical structure, we can see there's a program function, so it's a block. According to block, it is going to again it is divided. So those are all called the declaration node. We have declaration nodes, functional nodes. Declaration nodes means we'll see the main function here. So next, functional nodes represent the condition statements. So next, if nodes represent that is a condition statement. The next, assignment nodes. So it's going to represent like a is greater than b, lesser than b, like this comparison. Next, how it is going to connect to automated reality. It is a construction is based on the context-free grammar, a concept that from formal language theory that Parser uses production rule to build the tree. These rules are the foundation of pushdown automata. So which are Parser content. So how it is going to connect AI code assistants? AI code assistants use AST to understand the structure and meaning of the code beyond just text. Tools like CodeQL, queries that AST find patterns and so on. So LLMs trained on AST represents understanding the code hierarchy better than just trained.
Thank you, Bhuvan. Now I will explain the control flow graph, commonly known as CFG. First, we know about what is control flow graph. A control graph is a directed graph that represents all possible execution paths in a program. It shows the order in which different parts of the program are executed. In CFG, nodes represent block of codes, edges represent the flow of control, from one block to another block. In simple way, think of a Google Map route. You start from one location. At some junction, you may have multiple routes to choose from start. Depending on the route chosen, you search the destination. Similarly, in program condition such as if-else statement decided which path the execution should follow. Take it as a example. This program In this program, the condition checks whether A is greater than B. If the condition is true, the statement C is equal to A minus B is executed. If condition is false, the statement C is equal to B minus A is executed. And CFG works. Step 1, start node. Every CFG begins with a start node, which represents the beginning of a program execution. And step 2, identify decision points. In this condition, A greater than B becomes a decision node because it determines uh, which path the program will follow. In step 3, we create branches. The decision node creates two branches. True branch C is equal to A minus B, and false branch C is equal to B minus A. And last step, merge the paths. After executing either branch, the control flow joins together and reaches the end node. And how the execution happens in simple way. First, the execution start from start node. The program evaluates the condition A greater than B. If the condition is true, it follows the left path and executes C is equal to A minus B. If condition is false, it follows the right path and execute C is equal to B minus A. And finally, both paths merge and the program reaches the end node. And importance of CFG, it helps in software testing and ensuring all execution paths are tested. It helps identify dead or unreachable code. Compiles use it for code optimization. AI system used to understand program logic. Thank you. Next part will be continued by J.S. Rohit.
Hello, myself Deepak Tel. I am going to explain the data flow graph. Data flow graph is a graphical representation that how graphical representation show how data move through program. It focuses on how variables are defined by using defined, used, and modified during execution. Unlike control flow, which track the order of execution, DFG tracks the flow of values between the variables and operations. DFG helps us understand where the variable get its value, how the variable depends on each other, how the data changes step by step in a program. It mainly tracks definitions, users, and dependency. Example, here we use three variables A, B, and max. Here, A gets the value of 5, B depends on A, C depends on B. Key concepts, key concepts which includes terms and meanings, definitions, definition where a variable gets a value, use a variable value is read, dependency where variable depends on other. Why DFG is important to detect the undefined variables, find the unused value, security analysis, and AI compiler optimization. Conclude At last, the data flow graph is very important concept in the programming and software analysis. It helps to visualize how data moves through variables and operations, making program easier to analyze and yes, optimize and secure. Thank you. Next part will be continued by J.S.ROHITH.
Next one is code priority graph, CPG. What is it? CPG is a combination of all three, AST, CFG, and DFG into a one unified graph. It is given completely picture of a code from every angle simultaneously. What is CPG captures? CPG structure and execution path, data movement, and a full understanding of code. Why it matters? Used in the real world AI tool like GitHub Copilot, CodeQL, and code understanding, the most powerful representation for automata analysis. How they all connect? Source code and tokenization, AST, CFG, and DFG, and next CFG. All are connected to the AI compiler or a security tool. Connection to automata. Concept automata link tokenization uses a regular expression and a finite automata. AST built using context-free grammar and a CFG control flow simulates similar to the state transition diagram. DFG related to the pushdown automata, and next CPG combines all formula languages theory concepts. Connection of automata theory. Tokenization is directly based on the finite automata and the regular expression. Each token gives types is described by a regular expression, and lecture is essential to determine finite automata that transition between the state as well as reads characters. For example, an integer literally described as a uh, 0, 0 to 9 plus, which has a maps directly to the finite automata. Connects to AI code assistant. AI took a like AI tools like a GitHub Copilot and a cloud receives a source code as a input before any understanding happens. The code is tokenized, and the tokenized service based on the input unit. The AI model is processed. Without tokenization, treats code as a random characters without any meaning. Next is conclusion. Conclusion tokenization, uh, AST and CFG and DFG and CPG from all fundamental of a machine understanding of source code. Each representation of captures a different aspect of a program, including its structure, execution flow, and data dependency. These concepts are based on the automata theory through the finite automata, context-free grammar, and a state transaction system. They are widely used for compilers, state analysis tools, and code assistants such as Copilot and Cloud uses the representation to understand the code simulation analysis tools. Thank you.